Headline edition, July 8, 1947. The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found and is now in the possession of the Army. Army officers say the missile found...
Many people think that the phenomena of flying space objects that can be seen in the sky is a product of modern science fiction. This way of thinking reveals a lack of knowledge of history. In fact, thousands of years before science fiction was born, ancient writers described flying objects in the skies, very similar to those that can be seen today. Let's look at some examples. The classical writer who described unusual celestial phenomena such as shields of fire and torches of fire flying in the skies is Titus Livius, one of the most important Roman historians. In his masterpiece Ab Urbe Condita, The Founding of the City of Rome, Livius reports several extraordinary events that were interpreted as omens or prodigies by the ancient Romans. In particular, Livius describes sightings of burning shields, clipii ardentes, and fiery torches, facies ardentes, appearing in the sky. These phenomena were often associated with significant historical events, such as wars or political changes, and were considered divine signs or messages from the gods. For example, in Book 21 of his work, Livius mentions the appearance of fiery shields in the sky during the Second Punic War, 218 to 201 BCE, an event that the Romans interpreted as an omen linked to the threat of Hannibal. These accounts have often been cited by modern scholars and enthusiasts of unexplained phenomena as possible descriptions of sightings of unidentified flying objects in antiquity. However, it is important to note that Livius and other classical authors interpreted these events in a religious and mythological context without having the scientific knowledge to explain them rationally. Other classical authors, such as Pliny the Elder in his Naturalis Historia, have described unusual celestial phenomena, but Livius is particularly known for his vivid and detailed descriptions of these events, which continue to arouse interest and debate even today. So it is quite incorrect to say that UFOs have only been sighted since the 1950s and are therefore a social phenomena of emulation. These flying objects have been keeping us company for millennia at least, even before we realized it. Thank you for listening to the Shadowland radio show. If you're listening on the Blackwater Media YouTube channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. You can also listen at blackwatermedia.net and the Blackwater Media Facebook page. I'm Dr. William Lester, and I promise to see each and every one of you again on the flip side.